Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Granted, no
there
sound.
on paper.
Oh my lord. I am hey people, I can't believe so. I've been talking so much and there is no sound. Alright, let's start it over back again. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV, everybody. Thanks for joining Unseen Sports TV. You guys have been good to us. You have, subscribed, you have liked, you have watched our videos and continue to doing the good work. Thanks, Brown Man Security, for telling me say, yo, the sound. Can I mute myself and never remember. You understand me? So I'm used to StreamYard more than this platform. You understand? But people are asking you to like, subscribe, and share to the content. All right? Remember, YouTube will send out the video to as much people as possible when it gets a lot of likes. Yeah, it's as easy as that. So today's topic is Jamaica will play Guatemala, and it's an easy win for Jamaica today. That's coming out of the studio of Unseen Sports TV and the studio of El Futuro Academy. And we have our reasons why we think that Jamaica will win this game easy. And, Algrimso will get these 3 points and one more win in the most important games of his career so far for Jamaica. People, while you join the live, remember to hit the like button. Big up to my sponsor, Makeaware. You can find them on IG at Maker_wear and their website www.makeaware.com. Yeah, people, check out the merchandise. They have some bad shirt, yeah, man, bad sport players and stuff. For the girls and for the males as well. Let's get straight into it. So the first question I'm going to pose to El Futuro Sports, El Futuro Academy is why do you think that is easy and what's your take on the game today though? Quarterfinal. That's the first one. What's the take on the game today? The quarterfinal game versus Guatemala.
All right. Well, when you first of all, when you break down the teams and you look at the players that each team have, you realize that man to man, Jamaica has a more recognized quality, and you can even go further and look at even the history of these teams. If you know Jamaica over the years has dominated Guatemala, and I can go in details, I can tell you that Jamaica and Guatemala has played 16 times in the past. Jamaica has won 10 games, 3 has been drawn, and 3 has been lost. So based on that, you realize that the quality that we have, the history that we have against them, I am expecting that we'll dominate. And based on the FIFA rankings also, the FIFA rankings show that Jamaica is way ahead. I know many persons will say that the FIFA rankings has no relevance, but if you break down the concept of the FIFA rankings, then you will realize how important it is because you gain points based on win, lose, and draws. and you gain points based on winning teams above you in the ranking. And from that, over the years, Guatemala has consistently ranked below the top 100, and currently they are at 116th place, if memory serves me right. So I am not expecting much from this Guatemalan team, and I will go in it further as we can go through the program.
All right, so people, the question is thrown out to you in the comment section as well. What's your thought on the game today with Guatemala versus Jamaica? You can drop a comment, and I will get back to the. I will show the comments on the screen, and we have we can go through each person's opinion, each person thought on the game. You understand me? But the next question going out to El Futuro Sports at the moment is, why is it that Jamaica team is the stronger team? What makes you think that the players that we have will click in the game? What makes you think that we will come out victorious? What makes you think that the coach will get it right tactically?
Well, I have no guarantee that the coach will get it right, first of all. But what I can suggest, or what I can hope for, is that the coach will recognize that this Guatemalan team is not really exposed to high quality football. When you look in the club structure, the ranking of the club structure, you would have the English Premier League being the highest, going right down to the top five European leagues, and we have players who plays in those leagues. Most of the Guatemalan teams plays within CONCACAF.
Right.
So the level is not that high for on their part, and our players have been playing at a higher level for a longer period of time. The only thing that is an issue currently is that we're not really together as a team to understand the coach full tactics. But I am thinking that with time we'll get it, and based on where we are now, I am expecting the Jamaican team to walk through the park, winning by at least 3 clear goals.
Only thing that I've looked on in the Guatemala game versus uh, who they play again? Guatemala versus they played to
Canada,
qualify, not Canada. They played a team the other day and beat them 3-2. Guadeloupe,
Guadeloupe.
right? I was watching that game and was looking closely on how the transition. Guatemala transition quickly. Um, when they're in the attacking third, they know what they are going to do with the ball. And I think if Jamaica slip and give them opportunity to lead us first, we can be in some troubles. What's your take on that?
All right. Um, First of all, let's break down the quality of the Guadeloupe team. They are not a top team.
Not really, no.
They are not a top team. So I don't
But I
think.
think they rank more than Guatemala.
uh, Well, I'm not sure about that aspect. But I will break down something more for you.
Mhm.
Um, from 2021, July 14, 2021, Guatemala started to play international friendly. I think the first game they played was against Mexico from July 2021, July 14, 2021 to their last game in the Gold Cup. They have played a total of 14 international games.
Right.
14 international games. Now, based on those records, I can tell you offensively they are weak and defensively they are weak. Why do I say that? Because offensively, in these 14 games, Guatemala only scored 11 goals in
Right, right,
total.
right, right.
And in these 14 games, Guatemala have conceded 14 goals.
They score
So they,
14,
they scored 11 goals in
11 goals in
14
14
games,
games.
concede 14 goals in 14 games.
True.
So it gives you an indication that they're not a good team. They're not a strong team. And when you go and you break it down even further, apart from Mexico, Canada, and Costa Rica, out of those 14 games, Mexico, which ranked 14, Costa Rica, which ranked 42, 42nd, and Canada, which ranked 45th. The rest of teams that they played against are low end teams. But yet still they are still conceding this heap of goals, and they are not able to score these bag of goals. The record showed that they are a weak team. And the record tells you point blank that Jamaica should go and set up their best offensive team with a balance when the D mids and the back four with a Blake in goal, and we should be able to dismantle this team easily.
All right. So, how would you? All right. Before we go any further, people, tell you that like, subscribe, and share to the content. It's good when you guys like the live. You know, YouTube can push it out more. You understand me? Yes. Last night Mexico defeated Costa Rica 2-1, 2-0, sorry, and Panama dropped
Um,
Qatar 4-0.
that was a surprise to me.
It was a surprise. I tell people, you know, that you say USA beat Canada today. It won't be an easy game for them in that semi-final. I'm telling you, that's what I've been telling people. They don't score a lot of goals. Tennessee, you can call in and work in Tennessee. You can call in and you can have a conversation. Let's drop the number in the comment section. I think you have a number already too as well. I think you have a number already as well. So the number drop people so we can, call in and we can have a conversation. You understand me? The calling number is in the comment section. Now, watching the. All right, let's not go there yet. The next question about the game is: how would you set up your Jamaican team to play? Based on the statistics, based on what you have saying to Unseen Sports now, how would you set up your Jamaican team to play the Guatemalan team? Put them behind from early and show them a message that hey, we are here to win this game.
Well, we know that the coach will go with a 4-4-2, but I personally think that that's not our best system.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the 4-3-3 would be our best system.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if
Best system or formation.
best formation,
Mm-hmm.
and within that formation, we move and we play our system. Now, I think that Guatemala, based on what I've seen, they're wide defenders. That's the left back and the right back. They're slow and they're small. Now we need players who can take them on consistently. Once they card out and they're very erratic. So once you get them to get an early card, you can constantly run the ball at them. Now I would think that a Whisper, a Demari Gray, and a Michael Antonio up top would be excellent with a Leon Bailey as a top link. I would actually rest Bobby Reed for this game, knowing that defensively we'll not have a lot of work to do if we're keeping possession of the ball offensively.
You know, Jamaica have this style to keep the ball long.
Well,
And not want to keep the possession when them go under pressure. And other state is going to start. See him over there at the left side.
well, all we need to do is to just put the ball on the ground. I know for a fact that Guatemala is going to come and play a low block
Right.
and try to hit us on the counter.
Counter.
I know that for a fact. That is the system because the history show if we play this team 16 times and we beat them 10 times and drawn 3, that's a large percentage.
Mhm.
And they've only beat us
So, so,
3
so,
times.
so there's a comment in the comment section saying that he doesn't agree with you starting Whisper over Bobby Reed, and you could tell him why you think you should do that and see if you could convince him, but you can't really convince Tennessee still.
No, the reason why I will start a Whisper is similar to Bailey. They are not afraid to run the ball at an individual. They are
Yes.
not afraid to take on an individual. And if they get 10 balls, they will get a 5 to 6 chance that they will have a success rate. That's what we need. We don't want a player who is just going to play safe offensively. Bobby Reed to me is a player. I'm not questioning his quality or his ability. I'm just questioning his timing in this game.
We want to finish the
His
game from
place in
early.
this
The
game.
first 15 minutes, we're supposed to show them
we
what we
want to
are.
deal with the match by the first half. We actually win the game. That is what Bobby Reed would be important for us against a Mexican team, which
Right.
which will push us back, and we need that legs to come and defend and help
Right.
us in the middle.
Right.
But in a game like this, if I was the coach, I would go at them.
So why wouldn't you start a Corey Burke or a Shamar Nicholson?
Corey Burke cannot score goals.
Him scored the last match.
Him scored the last match, yes, but based on Corey Burke has a record that show that he will score every 3 games.
Yes.
So if he scored the last game, he will not score based on record until maybe the final. So on the finals now you can try Corey Burke again.
People, it's record, the statistics. Yo,
So
it can't be
the
statistics.
stats tell you the information. It is there.
Can be statistics, Tennessee. But Tennessee, you can counter now and tell me why would you start Bobby Reed? You say disagree. Tell me why would you start Bobby Reed if you have something to back up your statement. You drop it in the comment section or call into the channel. Call in so we can have that conversation. All right. So, Mr. Elf,
But if you know that Jamaica is ranked 63 in the world,
right?
and they are ranked there because of a specific reasons based on results in international break. Guatemala is ranked at 116 based on results of the international break. And if Guatemala is playing so many games and they are not getting the positive results to increase their point standing so that they can move up the ranking, then it tells you that this team defensively is weak.
All right. There's the next thing I wanted to clarify to the people. So, Bobby Reed is playing a attacking role, but it looks like he's more defensive than playing. Whenever he plays for Jamaica in Algrim's system, he's doing a lot of defensive work and things. In a game like a Guatemala, you need goal.
Hold on, before you go any further, let me ask a question.
Mm.
Bobby Reed played the same position within the Jamaican system like Damari Gray,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right,
They only play on opposite side of the field.
right,
But a Damari Gray tends to go forward.
right,
A Bobby Reed tends to stay back.
right.
It's the same role, but on on the opposite side.
Different tactics.
So I am saying I don't have any proof, but I'm assuming it's not a tactical approach of the team. I am thinking that they want those two players. Bobby Reed is a runner.
Right,
Damari Gray is a runner.
right.
I am assuming that the coach want these two players to give them width once they are in possession of the ball.
Right.
But Bobby Reed tends to stay deeper and defend.
And it lessens our opportunity to go forward the
And
ball.
it lessens our opportunity on the right side going forward.
Right. So, Brown man, you understand where we're coming from, and we need goals. We need goals. We can't just look at the football one way, Whisper can't say in this game fix that now. Fix up that. Mr. United, fix up the one there. I don't understand that. IT push, bless up, bro. Yeah, man. Big up Shavan in the building. Shavan, big up yourself. Big up. The number in the comment section, say if you don't want to call in, you can call in. You understand me? But Brown man, security. So I agree with El Futuro, Mr. Meeks, and
Who Manu can't start?
Whisper can't start.
Why Whisper can't start? Mr. United, why Whisper can't start?
Let's see. All right, people calling and coming right now at the moment. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV. Wagwan.
Are United this?
Hold on, my boss. Hold on. Hold it a little bit. You can go ahead now.
Yeah, what kind of want to come with that theory that we start? Like, I want to justify that.
All right.
We justify it because we're playing a weak defensive team and we need to win the match quickly so that we can rest the players.
Oh, you mean weak defensive team? Remember them got Canada couldn't score for them.
Canada is playing with a C team, sir.
Okay, the American are playing with a C team.
America and Canada is playing with a weaker team. Guatemala record has shown that they are a weak team for the past from 2021 to up to date. they had played 14 games and only scored 11 goals and conceded 14 goals in those times.
Okay.
And hold on,
yeah.
most of these teams that they played are below Jamaica in the FIFA ranking.
Right.
I'm talking about teams like St. Kitts and those teams.
So my youth, in honestly thinking, right? Honestly thinking,
Yeah.
and listen to them. You have a man who plays for Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
You have a man who plays in the last. He play one of the best goals for Jamaica. And you have one youth who scores some schoolboy goal in a Manning Cup and score a bucket goal for Jamaica. And you want goal, right? And you'd have rather go whisper. Brother, even if you want goal, Bobby Reed and whisper in a 2 different class. This should even be a conversation, brother. What the coach is doing with whisper right now, and it's the right thing by bringing whisper off the bench and make him develop.
So question. Did Whisper play poorly against when he went to the Middle East the other day? When he played Qatar and Jordan, did he play poorly?
Him not play no game. Him not play exceptional. Him not play poorly. He was okay.
Didn't he create a lot of chances for Jamaica?
He create 2 chances.
Did he assist set persons and they missed chances for Jamaica?
Yeah.
All right. So what that tells us is that he has the ability. Hold on, before you say anything. I am not questioning Bobby Reid's ability on the field. I am not questioning. I have high respect for him. I think he's a good player. All I'm saying is just that this team we're going to play against.
But
this team.
But you're saying if you want goal, you would have to play the Fulham player over the.
No, I would play the Whisper over the Fulham player.
Yeah, you'd have to do that, right?
Yes.
Because Whisper have a more direct intent than Bobby Reid. And that's obvious. If you can't see that, something wrong.
What is Bobby Reid's goal scoring record? What is Bobby Reid's goal scoring record in his career?
And there's class to think. And when you play football, listen, brother, you have to play a balanced team. You can't just go out there and say to a Guatemala.
But your winger, all right. Your winger's not supposed to be your right back. Yeah, my defeating purpose or in the principle of attack.
Unseen. When Manu play, right?
Where's Manu?
Listen to what I say now.
When
Manu play, right?
Yeah.
And Manu coach better than all of the coach them, right?
Yeah.
You know, say Anthony, the youth from Brazil, run back and play right back. This thing about football where some man defend and some man attack a madness. Football, you defend as a team and you attack as a team.
All right.
Yes.
Here what I say
now.
No. That is so it is. But Bobby Reid tend not to go forward in the transition. He tends to stay. Yeah?
You know, I want your channel building, brother. I want you to reach somewhere in a life, you know, because I'm kind of check here, you know. But brother, we talking them madness you have on radio on a Sunday morning, brother. You have an eye with that.
Well, opinion is remember, you know, this channel is for everybody opinion, you know, man.
Not because you know, I am sure other persons agree with what I am saying.
Brother, but listen, that man we have to pay show. We have no what you think from with you know. That man you know football, you know.
Well, what?
You don't know football.
All right.
And hold on.
That's your opinion. I have to accept it.
Hold on, no, man. Why you say that? No.
All right. I not have the delusional feel sometimes, but it might make you worse, brother.
Why you say that? No. Why you say we don't know about football?
You talk. I'm in my opinion, you're one of them man there where if the fella where you in this Jamaican thing, brother. All right. Even if you step on the side and I look good, right? So me not gonna play Bobby Reid. Would that be a Shaman Nichols over Whisper?
How much goals Shaman Nichols scored so far for Jamaica in the tournament?
None.
Okay. Who's in better shape to score a goal right now for Jamaica? What are you, Whisper? Huh? Something wrong with your eye, them, you know. That's all I can tell you. Are
Well,
you delusional right now because you not see the facts right in front of your eye, you know?
brother, listen, you know, the look thing where we stop one with, you know. If class more
So
permanent.
why you keep why you calling the warmed up on the field is little thing and what Chamar Nichols with the missing goals is class and I don't understand what you're trying to say to
Alright,
me.
and here never clear, right? Don't the whole with it after Lambert, most of with it after Lambert. And there's no if you did that say, but
No man,
we did
Lambert
that
and my ball, you know, for a long time.
You
So
know,
we're
me
not gonna
coach
say that.
Lambert as a
I'm
little boy. Me
surprised
coach Lambert as a
that-
little boy, you know, as a 13-year-old,
But anyway,
15-year-old.
that's the Lambert to leave the side alone, right? Until me see the coach playing and him a do good. Yo, if you see the coach only a play which for 5 minutes, brother. No more something the coach has seen a training why I do that.
You don't listen to what the man say. You don't listen to what the man say. You don't listen to none of the in the press conferences and you listen to them. So this is the question now to you. You comprehend what I say properly?
You know where's a common thing with the coach when him talk about whisper.
Yeah.
Has a lot to learn. Whisper has a lot to learn.
All right, Whisper have a lot to learn, but what him say? Him have a lot to learn, but him have a lot to showcase. That the man said. Him have a lot to learn, but him have a lot to show to the world that he's a top talent. And him might use the time to put him out on the field to give him opportunity to play. He's just 17 years old, right? But what we are saying, we're not saying that Al Grimsey should put him out there, you know. You understand me? What we are saying is at this moment in the national team, at Gold Cup, at this moment, he is better going forward than Bobby Reid. And you can't beat the statistics show it.
Brother.
Or you're going to beat that. And the statistics is there.
All right, right? What that man Bobby Reid more technical?
Even by technical. We even by technical. Talk to me. You understand?
Understand the ball and more position, more half ball movement and all of that.
One thing I tell you is every time when Whisper get the ball, Whisper always in a 1v1 situation, out on the wing, going forward, driving towards the box. Always.
Brother,
Always.
That's why the coach put on Whisper when we up by 3. All right. This is what we can guarantee. If the game close to the Whisper won't play.
Let me ask you a question. We are down 2-0, right?
Yeah.
In the 70 minutes. Bobby Reid and Whisper up on the bench. You only have one change, right? What will you use to select the player to put him on the field, which can give you a goal?
Brother, Muda select in past performance and based on where we see, brother, a goal is more likely to come from Bobby Reid than Whisper.
Bobby Reid don't create a chance in the tournament.
No, watch the
The
game,
stats show you that he doesn't create nothing going forward.
He get one and when do it? When do it? What the one when get to
the first game he got the one chance.
Yeah.
And he kicked it at the front post. Eh?
But Bailey redeem himself. But Bobby Reid redeem Bobby Reid for pass the ball.
Yeah, you know what I say. You see,
brother, listen, man. I'm explaining something when we think you and your friend don't know about football. Football, I know some set a man defend and some set a man attack. See, you attack as a unit and you defend as a unit. And even if you're not touch the ball in a defense, you have cut off channel. And let me tell you something, brother. Be careful where you are. Bobby, in my opinion, but I probably sometimes play Bobby Reid over Leon here. The defensive ability where you have.
Oh, you score a goal. What's the most important thing in the game? You score a goal, brother.
We don't have Shamar Nichols. We don't have Mikel Anthony. We don't have Demari Gray. We don't have Leon Taylor to score a goal. And Bobby Reid can score a goal.
Based on how Bobby Reid play for Jamaica, the chances of him scoring is low.
Come on, man. Nobody with this.
All right.
Brother, you look like one of them man you run to Soviet Union.
Brother look like him one of them man we do.
All right,
Yeah?
Hansi. Now you hear me?
There's no mistake where you start.
No, here. Let me say something to you now. You see the difference between me and you? I am using what the stats say and you are using emotion.
Yeah, I'm emotional.
You use emotion, you hope and pray say Bobby Reed will come one day and perform based on how him
And then I
perform
can
and
say,
pull up.
yes, and since
And the
was that.
stats show say he's not doing it. So
No,
that's the difference
unseen.
between
All
us.
right, unseen.
What kind of stats? I know you're not
Tell
giving us
me,
stats.
tell me a stats where you use to
All right,
support
unseen.
Bobby Reed.
Since the competition start, give me a stats where support Bobby Reed. And
Unseen,
remember the
you hear me?
position. Remember the position that he's playing and the role and responsibility of his position. The first thing, right? And then tell me him stats now. Tell me him stats.
So you're the madness where you have to know unseen.
Yeah, no. I'm not answer what question. We
No,
answer
no,
the
no.
question.
All right.
All right. We're not gonna use the stats. Never use raw common sense and tell me.
Raw, which common sense? No man have do statistics, brother. You can't come with a common sense.
No, man. I swear, right? With defense, Jamaica always leak at the right back, right? You was gonna take up this look you know, we can barely play defense, right? And put him on the right side of the midfield. When him get up on Lambo Seeky down there, Jevon Brown, what do you think about?
And let me say something to you again. The record show that this team is the weakest going forward. Guatemala is a weak team.
Team can turn up on the day. You don't know what kind of game.
You see, you work with emotion. Stats tell us that they're weak.
Ask him what the coach I use. What the coach say him do all the time. What the
Stats
coach
tell
say
us
him
that they're
do.
weak.
Him watch games, him watch how team score goal, and look on him weakness, and then him come up with him plan, or him go play the game.
How is it that a team going to play 14 match leading up to this match, perform a particular way, and just pop up one day and just do a 360-degree turn on it?
And that's a football go, Virgin.
That's not possible.
No, hear me now.
We say, how is it that the stats tell us that for the last 14 games that this team play, they could only do this? And you're telling me that if we go offensive and push them back further. No, I allowed you to speak, you know, sir.
No, hear what you want to know.
Making time.
No. We want the people and feel like so we are compare them. Like we are say whisper for play over. You understand?
No, we just talk about this game.
This game. What we need this game. People in the comment section we're talking about brain drain.
I would never start a whisper against a Mexico over Bobby Reed.
So I understand.
Huh? So how am I growing up on the bench?
And the coach know best. That's why the coach only put him on.
No, but if the coach know best, how you attack so?
Hold on, let me ask you something. You are the coach and your plans to develop this boy. How you are going to develop him? You know, if you look for the weaker game, to put him in and give him exposure.
You know, so the coach and the coach now develop the youth gradually. Which part of the now? Which part of 2 years now and the coach has developed gradually.
So you don't see Whisper holding an important role for the 2026 World Cup?
You know.
You don't see Whisper holding a better, a major role for us?
Yeah.
We say you don't see Whisper 2026 World Cup qualifying being an important player for us.
Yes.
So if we not push him now and get him out there, we're gonna wait for that time to try to give him that exposure. Me rather go a World Cup than no win this damn Gold Cup.
Listen to yourself, my youth.
May I hear myself?
From a amateur team. The man pick the youth from an amateur team. Can God ever train in a game where we're up, so we can't lose. We bring on the youth come play some minutes. When the youth get in minutes, then show him local time. Whether the youth want development.
Let me say something before. Me just want clear. Me just want. Yeah, hear me? Yeah, hear me?
When we start here, when we start here, right,
The man knew to it time.
Yeah, hear me?
Nah, hear me.
Shaban?
Yeah, nah, hear me?
Oh, your sound so low, Shaban. Oh, I know why.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, hear me? Let me make it be clear, you know. Let me make it be clear. I am not saying that Bobby Reed is no better than Whisper. What I am saying is that in the context of this team that we're playing, I personally believe we don't need that heap of defensive work. So I am thinking that we could rest Bobby Reed because I am assuming that Mexico would be our next game. Because I don't know if I'm confident or cocky, but me just feel to say this Guatemalan team can't beat we.
And him. Yeah, me ask you, brother. You are that madman, yeah, man. Listen, man. A player is, and we can't look past a team and talk about our rest player for Mexico. You have to go there with the strongest team and the best team to win. And the team with Bobby Reed in it is the best balanced team to win. So
it could be the best balanced team against a team that can play.
That man, you're not going to eat. So you're going to look for breakfast. You hear me, brother?
All right, my boss. Our next caller calling, yeah.
Yeah, Unseen, you hear me?
Yeah, thing. Shaban.
Yeah, you hear me now, right?
Yeah, louder now.
Yeah, what me and mates, can't believe so we kind of have that conversation where people really contemplate putting Whisper for start over Bobby. Me hear when
In
I
this
separating
game,
into
in this
Bobby,
game,
brother, like, the man them tap them group, brother. I don't know why people, Jamaicans are like the team, them respect. It's not
Shaban
a
here.
small feat. It's not a small
Shaban,
feat for anybody
Shaban,
top a group. Yeah, where is sir?
Shaban, hear what me I say. This is what me I say. Before we go in our conversation, this is what me I say to you. This is my reason why I would decide to do that. History show Jamaica has played Guatemala 16 times. Jamaica won 10 times, draw 3 and lose 3. History show that Guatemala has played 14 games in the last year. 14 games with teams below Jamaica in the ranking, the FIFA ranking. Over these 14 games, Guatemala only scored 11 goals and conceded 14 goals during this time period. Guatemala is also ranked 116. The ranking tells you that they are playing the win ratio to draw to loss. So once they rank way below, it shows you that they are not a good team. Now, I am saying, if we're going to play a weak team, why don't we not come on the front foot and dominate them, push them back? We dictate the pace. Don't come on the field and allow Guatemala to start playing some football. We dictate to them what is happening on the field. And the only way you can do that is by threatening them goal. If you threaten them goal, they will tend to come back and defend. Bobby Reed is a good player, no question asked. But based on what Bobby Reed does, he tends to defend most of the time. Rarely goes forward. All I'm saying, when you break down Guatemala's two fullback, they are erratic and they are slow. We want a person who can get that ball one-on-one and run past them, which Damari Gray could do on one side. We need somebody on the other side who can do the same thing. That's all me I say. Why we know this weakness of this team, but yet still we are going to play a same way and don't exploit the team weakness. That's all me I say.
I think it's not really the statistics the problem. I think it's because of Whisper just coming to the team and he's young and he's 17. And the
That
emotion,
is all me I say. So you can't talk now, brother. You can't talk. That's all me I say. Me now say that we're gonna play the rest of the competition and bench Reed. No. Me I say for this game, we don't need Reed for come.
Alright, my general. I get what you are saying. As I say, that I first thing me say. I get what you are saying. Because you look on the opponent and you say offensively they're not the greatest, so we can take the chance. Me get what you
And
are saying.
defensively, they are
I
the
get
weakest.
and me get what you are saying, my general.
Yeah.
But we are playing a team that topped their group. A team that, despite what you say, have not scored many goals, they have scored goals. And they have shown. And it has shown that whenever we play teams who have confidence, they sometimes can take a one or two shot. They can pressure us to some extent. No, a while ago, I allow you to talk with me, talk now.
Yeah, man. Me I listen. Man.
Yeah.
Me I listen.
We played St. Kitts. It wasn't our strongest team. We played Trinidad with our somewhat strong team, and they still gave us trouble. And I am assuming that you would believe that Guatemala is better than St. Kitts and Trinidad, right? I'm assuming that. That's a question.
Not really.
So you don't believe they're better than St. Kitts or Trinidad? All right,
The
good.
St. Kitts, but not really Trinidad.
Not really Trinidad.
St. Kitts.
Okay.
They're better than
All right. I believe they are better than St. Kitts and Trinidad. I honestly believe that.
Did you
Alright?
know that on quick did you know that on June 11, 2023,
Trinidad beat
2022,
Trinidad beat
Trinidad beat
Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So it shows
Continue,
you
And
Papa.
continue. We
again,
just not drop that team. We just not
no,
drop
I
that team.
know. It's not over last year. They Trinidad played them the other day as well and give them one love as well. I know that.
Yeah.
But guess
So
what?
that is why I said that I don't think Guatemala better than Trinidad. That was the reason.
Oh, well, I believe they are. And I have my reasons why, because I watched the game and I saw what Guatemala did. So I have my reasons. I'm not just going off results. It's just like how
Yeah.
some persons could have looked at us and say, hey, Jordan beat we.
Mhm.
It's the same thing I can say about Guatemala. But if you can read into context what I just said, you can probably get an understanding of why I said it. All right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Guatemala is a team, most of their attacks comes from crosses, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at where our weakness has been prior to this Gold Cup, even to some extent, some plays in this Gold Cup, it has been squares, crosses as well. In the two friendly games that we played, I think it was the Qatar match mainly. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Qatar match.
Yeah.
Whisper was playing on the wing, and we saw where they exploited us.
But can
Exploited
I
us. They
interject
took
again? Can I
advantage.
interject again?
Go on.
But at the same time, Whisper created a number of chances for us,
Yeah, I
and
am
some
not
of our
saying
players
that.
missed the chances.
All right. Have
Remember,
you
it was
noticed that?
faulty. Yeah.
All right. You remember what you were saying about Bobby Reed not going forward enough? You know, one
Yes.
of the reasons why, you see, when we're
I'm a
going
different.
forward, you see, even though Leon Bailey is playing beside our as a false nine behind of
Yeah.
Mikel Antonio, if you realize
Yeah.
when we're attacking, the reason why Bobby Reed doesn't go up is because Leon Bailey normally takes that place. So it's like they're playing with a front three with Gray, Antonio, and Bailey. With Bobby Reed is there as support. So that's why I'm saying that football is not as one dimensional as people might see it. That's how the team plays when they go forward. When they attack, Bobby Reed will then come back and always be there to support the right back. And I can guarantee you, there's no coach in the world that will ever underestimate a team, especially if that team came first in that zone. I know what you said. It would be your team, but
Let
sometimes you
us
just have
look
to.
at how they come through the zone. Let's look at how they come through the zone. They played Cuba first, right?
Yeah,
They beat Cuba 1-0. Is Cuba a
yeah.
top team? Is Cuba a
Not a
top
top
team?
team. Not a top team.
Huh? Not a
They're
top
not a
team.
top team.
All right. They played Canada next, which Canada is a understrength team. Canada didn't bring their main players. They draw 0-0 with that team. Agree?
Yeah, but US never bring their main team and we drew with them one
Yes,
all
that is
either.
why I said that. That is why if you hear me and Unseen talking, I told him that the match with Jamaica and US was a lost opportunity for us.
But we are
Anyway,
not.
anyways,
But hold on,
then the
Anise. Hold
next
on, hold on.
hold on, the next team that they played in the Gold Cup was Guadeloupe, and they won 3-2.
Yeah, it
So
could have been 3-all. It could
in
have been
three
3-all.
games they scored 4 goals and conceded 2 to teams which is less than us in the ranking,
Fair
apart from
point.
Canada. And if you put Canada based on what they have there, they would be a lesser team.
Fair point. But the fact that one thing I would never underestimate a team like that. Central American teams, I don't underestimate them. I
Um,
don't because
So,
I'm not.
so the history where we have 10 wins and 3 draws and 3 losses doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything.
but history also show that Brazil have the most World Cup, and what the
Yeah.
Senegal kill them.
Yeah, because at
History
some
class
point,
upon my general today or Sunday. History class upon Wednesday. Leave the history, leave the past where it's designed to be in the past. Football
but
now. All right, how many are these players? How many players will have on this team now has ever played against Guatemala?
I really don't know that record. I don't know that record.
If we have three, that would be a lot. So
I really don't know.
we can't use pass and
yo,
then
man, so
determine.
you
Yeah,
know
we
where
have a
you're
better
thinking,
record. We have a
man.
better record. Man, you have a better record than us. Man, you have a better record against City. But if City are playing Man U right now, who you assume are going?
City.
Exactly. So you can't use record. Record are just a record. It's just something that happened in the past. I mean, it have its reasons, but we can't use that to determine, say, yo, all right, then we beat them more time than them beat we, so we are going to win them. I can't use that. Sorry from a fatwa, if
No man,
international show
talk
as
it
well.
talk, man. You're good, man. So let me ask you something. Man, I quiz
See,
you.
IT push say, yeah, just three of them alone.
Three of them. Well, me never know. Me never know
Blake,
that.
Taxi, and Low. So I cannot use history. Me hear they say before. I always hear people say, but me have
You
to
know
say
when I
like,
can use history. You know when I can use
when?
history. Shaban, when you have a team like say Jamaica team right now with a front three, they're the best front three in the tournament right now. They can use history because the quality that we have right now. Even the game yesterday, Mexico are playing now,
Mm.
and the commentators them talk about Jamaica. Jamaica is playing well, and now Mexico are playing.
Yeah,
Mexico, you
everybody,
understand me?
unseen. All right, me hear a lot of persons saying that people there disrespect Jamaica, never they look on Jamaica before the Gold Cup. And honestly, I can't say that because everything when every football show media I listen to,
Mm.
everybody was saying that Jamaica is one of the teams to look out for based off of the players. So
Right.
I'm not downplaying that in the unseen. But what I am saying is that the ball round the game, I'm look how teams play. You think so Guatemala now plan for Jamaica?
Them are playing for
If it,
Jamaica, but them
if
can't come and open up and say them are gonna attack we.
no, we never say them are gonna open up and attack, brother.
Okay.
We never say them are gonna open up and attack, you know. You know, if you say them are gonna try and
Seven.
find
Me can
ways to
ask you a
limit them,
question.
alright, great. Alright. So that Guatemala is one of the most aggressive team in Central America. And as
That
we
is
know,
one I think we
referees,
want exploit. That
and
is
that's what
one
I
I
say,
think we want exploit.
referees, since you don't want to use history,
Mm.
based off history, Jamaica does not have a good record with referees. Since you don't want to use history.
History is just one criteria. Let me ask you
Yeah,
one
but
question, Chevon. One question. When I quiz you, I just want to see what you think of this. What's the difference between a top team and a good team?
the difference between a top team and a good team,
Yeah. All right. What's the difference between Man City and Chelsea right now?
the structure how the club is run. Cities
No, on
cities
field.
structure
Just deal with the field thing. On field thing.
and on field. The
Yeah.
difference for me, again, it's all about all right. So for me, I think
Mhm.
City goes out and get players that fits their system. Because you can see every player that come into City, they have one particular skill set. They're able to hold on to the ball. For me, I think Chelsea just gets the best players based off potential and just hopes that they work out. I could be wrong, it's just my opinion. But if you look at everybody that City has acquired, they are not players that you can say like, hey, this player was an erratic player. No. They want players that are comfortable on the ball, players that can pass the ball, and all of those. Because if you look at even Akanji, you hardly heard anybody talking about Akanji before City went for him. But City have this mindset. Same with Barcelona. They will look at a player. The player may not be the best player for that particular team, but they look at the particular skill sets of that player. Is that player composed on the football? Is that player this? Is that player that? So I think that's the difference between City and Chelsea. You might
You
have
know what
something
I would
else.
say would be the difference?
What's the difference?
In my opinion, is that City is able to impose themselves on Chelsea. So whatever City know and identify themselves as being able to do, no matter who they go up against, that is what they are going to do on the field. Their fullbacks is going to be inverted. Their wide players is going to go wide, and the top link is going to go as a center striker to make two up top, and they just do what they do regardless of who. That's the only difference. We need to impose ourselves on a small team, and in my opinion, Guatemala is a small team. We need to go on the field and behave like we are the big team and play smart and impose ourselves and tell them, say, so this a game we are going to go. and don't allow Guatemala to play. That's just my
Yeah,
view.
but remember, we can all right. All right, we don't even want to use the Premier League, yeah, because nobody don't want to hear about Premier League done. Yeah, we
I
don't want
think
to hear about the Premier.
I think we're
We
covered,
don't
you
want.
know.
Oh,
We as fans also, we are covered.
fans,
I think
it's not
the
coward,
coach
We're
covered too as
just
well.
all right. I
You're
am
too
not coward.
cautious,
We're
man.
too coward.
I am not coward. I am just being real. That's just the difference with me. I don't think it's coward. I don't think you can say that the fans are coward. Because fans were coward, they wouldn't watch the game. The anticipation for this game wouldn't be there. So it's not coward. I mean, we've all seen Jamaica play over the years. And this is what most football pundits have been saying in the region. Jamaica has not lived up to the bill. So that's where, when you look at it now, we are playing amazing football. We are playing amazing. Players have stepped up more than a lot of persons would have thought. For example, even Lambert. Lambert is playing out of his shoes. Lambert is literally keeping an English, not championship or League One player out of the team.
Lambert are
He-
playing at the USL, man.
no, that's what I'm saying. Lambert is keeping a championship or League One player
You
out
know,
of the
say Jimmy
team.
coach, bro.
You know, some used to coach Lambert.
That's good.
Under 15. 2 years, my coach Lambert. For.
Big check.
But
So,
but question to you, do you agree with what I'm saying in terms of the difference between a big team? A big team normally impose themselves on it.
yeah, big teams normally, but again, it all goes on to the players that you have.
So you
Because
don't
even,
think our players are big players to can do that?
yes, our players are big players.
And you know, I tend to disagree with you. Some of our players are not big players, you know. You know how I know that? You have to ask yourself, how many of our players in their club team are leading players? You have supporting players and you have main players. How much of our players is a main player? Mikel Antonio will be a main player in England. Agree? Because they look to him to score the goals.
Yeah,
Gray would
to
be a,
set
a,
up.
a, a main player as well. You'd have. I'm not even sure if Bailey is a main player. I don't think Bailey is a main player in England.
He's an important player for Aston
He's
Villa.
an important player, but not a main player. Now, based on that, how many top players? You know, I try to research on this Guatemalan team, and most of them are playing in the Guatemalan league. What is this quality of this league?
All right, I can't give a answer to that
I know because I
I,
can't give an answer to it either
because
because I have
I
absolutely no idea. But
I would
one thing we
never get
can
up
both
and watch a Guatemala
assume,
league.
say it's not a big league, not sure.
Yeah, yeah, we can
Yeah.
have that. We can come to that conclusion. It's not a league where we would kill up ourselves to get up and
All
watch.
right, good. So why is it that Jamaica has players who are playing in leagues which is ranked above those players' league, and we can't take up ourselves and say, boy, say we are gonna win the game and so we are gonna play,
All right,
knowing that
all right,
these
all
players
right,
are weak, these players are aggressive. We just can't understand. I
all
think
right,
we need to be bold and brave.
all right. The last World Cup qualifiers, we had a large influx of persons who play in England, right?
Yeah.
Players that play for Panama, Costa Rica, and Honduras. Are those players playing in England as much as Jamaica?
But Panama League, a big league, you know.
Now Panama players play a lot of them playing at the US top league.
Yeah,
And them a
remember
big
what you
league
And,
too.
say,
and the Mexican
Remember,
league. The Mexican league is a big league too. And
Panama
the
League a
remember what
big
US
you
league.
league is a
said.
big league.
I remember what you said.
Yeah.
We have players playing in the big league, which is the England Premier League, in Europe in
Yeah.
general,
Yeah.
and we still didn't qualify.
Who was the coach?
Hold
We
on,
have
hold on, hold on, hold
whole
on,
heap
hold on.
contraindication, you know,
Hold on.
Shaban. We have to
What
be
caused
careful.
us not
We are
to,
trying to use a point
not
there, you know.
what caused us not to qualify? We weren't scoring any goals. we
one
were
of the
just doing
things
this bag of
as a brain drain,
defending,
And long ball,
as
long
our
and
ball.
brain
long ball
drain,
and try to,
all
eh?
right, as our brain drain just said, the one thing with this Guatemala team, they've been playing together. All right, you see the same Canada team that
Yeah.
that dominated the last World Cup qualifiers.
Uh-huh.
You know that with our Jamaica team defeated that. I think it was which can't remember which version of the Gold Cup. We defeated that Canadian team, almost killed them. But you
Uh-huh.
know what they did? Stuck together, and they have cohesion, and they
Now get
know
better
each other.
players too, man. They get better players too.
Ooh,
Canada get better players too, man.
brother, calm down here, man. You need to go watch it. You need to go watch about the Gold Cup there and see,
When
man.
time when we play Canada, we beat them up on thing. You see, after that, Jamaica can't beat Canada again, you know. Because Canada go
We
make
can
sure
beat
they
Canada.
get players.
Well, Jamaica fought that.
Make sure they get players and keep them together. Because them determined so them got a World Cup.
But question, Trevor. How did they keep the players together? These are local players they use because their international break is scheduled for all clubs. So there's a time period where all players will be all over the world, wherever. And then at a certain point, they meet up together. So if Canada could take a team that we beat and destroy and do use the same window and fix that team now that we can't even look to walk near them, what does that say about us?
Okay. So Shaban Peters jumped off the stream. People in the comment section. But you know, I believe that we should close that argument with Whisper and Bobby Reed and move on to something else because we won't stop talking about it for the end of the day. But I hope everybody can have their own opinion. Disagree to agree. The caller that came on first, disagree to agree. People we must keep it, respectful. When they come on the platform, keep it respectful. Don't need to call anybody any names. And you don't need to, be disrespectful. You can have a civil conversation. You understand me? If you disagree with somebody's opinion,
What Bob Rob
you
Smith said?
disagree. David Rob Smith said, I find that very disrespectful.
What disrespectful?
What you saying? I don't know. Rob Smith, what disrespectful? Who disrespect you?
Look for the orange, the orange.
Oh, Patois. David Scott, every country in the world speaks from a dialect. Nothing every French is the same, not all Spanish is the same, so stop talk rubbish in public. David Scott talk rubbish. So people, they keep it PG-18 in the comment section. Don't need to fight and argue and stuff like that over on C Sports platform. And remember again, we see sports from a different angle over this side. Here. Open the box, man. Open the box and let us, you know, think about stuff. Now, the next part of the segment is we're gonna ask you guys in the comment section and El Futuro Sports. The ball is round. He's saying that Jamaica should just take this game, beat this game, don't respect the opponent, go for it, and get it done from early. The ball is round, Mr. Kabi Meeks. How can Jamaica lose the game? How can we lose the game?
Well, Jamaica, if Jamaica come and play this low block, long ball when we get it and try to hit it up to Mikel Antonio, and Mikel Antonio try to lay it off to Bailey or whoever. That is a recipe for disaster. And if we have a Corey Burke who comes onto the field and we're trying to just press the team and we don't have no confidence to try pick up this ball and play the ball around and go score the goals and close this Guatemalan team from in their era, then that's a recipe for this. We're going to set up ourselves to lose again. If you look at this match and look at the Guatemala team and the Jamaican team, man for man, we are better than them in every area you can think about. Why is it that we can't be confident and go and dictate the game? So my advice to the coaching staff is to play offensive. And when I say offensive, I don't mean that we're just going to run go upfield. What I mean is that we can structure the team in such a way that we have our the team is defending with at least five at all times. So any side the ball is on, the fullback joins the attack, and one of the midfielder joins the attack with the two white that is Gray and whoever is on join the attack. Bobby Reed joins the attack, and we have numbers up front so we can pick through the passes and score the goals. Stop this defending. If we're playing against a Mexico, even the Mexican team
Yesterday,
I
mafia
think
defend. They mafia defend out there.
yeah,
Costa
but
Rica put them back.
but
But
guess
on
what
the
now?
transition,
But on the transition, they were brave enough to go forward.
and do the right thing.
When the ball is on one side of the field and you look inside, you will see three person inside there, one wide, two inside, and so they are coming forward. The Jamaican team tend not to do that. That is why they don't score many goals.
We sit back too
We
deep and
sit back
defend,
too
defend,
deep
defend,
and we
defend.
defend, and when we get the ball in transition, we don't go forward.
And then we ask yourself why them score points.
And if you're defending, and you're playing a team that can play, eventually they will find a way to break you down
And get that opportunity.
and get an opportunity and score. So we need to go look, search for the goal, push them back.
It's as
And
simple as
when
this,
we-
Mr. Meeks. The team who create the most opportunities most likely
Likely
to win the game.
So my advice is I strongly believe, and I will accept your point that you say the ball is round and anybody can win. That is true because we see good teams lose all the time. But if you break down the Guatemalan team again, you would have to ask yourself the question again: are those players good enough
To stop.
to stop us from score if we're attacking? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. Can Guatemala team score a one or a two goal against us? Yes, they can. But we can score a four and a five. Huh?
Right. With the attacking powers that we have. Alright, let's take a look over
And before you go any further, what's Jamaica's strength in this team?
strength
Offensive or defensive?
offensively.
Offensively is our strength. So
Offensively our strength.
why is it that our strength is our top three or our top four or whatever it is, but yet still we want to set up defensive teams?
Ask Rob
Get
Smith,
it. I don't get it.
ask Shavan, ask
I
Carla,
don't get it.
you know.
We're not playing to our strength.
So Rob Smith said it wasn't about football. He was saying Jamaicans only speak patois because we are simple. David Scott said, IT push, no offense, sir. That's just my reality. If patois is our language, why it can't be standardized? Because you have people who want to be other people in the world, but people put the argument to football now, man. Let us talk about football now, man. I will go on to patois now, one thing. Understand me? Because I one thing, patois can't come out on team sports. Meeks. Meeks is speaking analytically. Yeah, IT push. Speaking from a statistical standpoint. And the fact that he's a coach, he knows what, his mindset in a game is different from other people. Some people messed up them team. Remember, you're going in a game, you're going with a plan. And based on what you analyze from the team that you're going to play against, you're going to come up with a plan. Right? And him come up with team plan. And sure, Al Grimson and coaching staff discuss them plan, watch the games that they play, look at how Guatemala scored their goal, look at the history behind Jamaica versus Guatemala, and also looking at their defensive structure, how they try to defend. And if you look at it, Guadeloupe should have won the game. So sometimes I wonder why these people saying, Shavan Page saying that not taking a team that is nobody said to take the team lightly or that they won't score. But at the end of the day, Guadeloupe shall win the game. Guadeloupe throw away the game. See Guadeloupe get a ball and kick the ball and the keeper and goals win games.
True.
You understand me? If you
Win.
don't score, you won't win. And it's as simple as that. What is the purpose of a football game? What's the main objective of a football game?
Score and win.
What's the main objective of a football game? Now, they're going to break it down further. Who is most likely in the Jamaica team to create opportunities? Create opportunities.
On the starting level?
Yes, on the starting level.
Graham Bailey.
Bailey.
Yes.
On the bench. Who is more likely to create opportunity for Jamaica?
Between Nicholson, Burke and Whisper.
Yes.
Whisper.
And the statistics prove, people, you may not agree because you are sentimental or you are talking from emotional standpoint, but if you are talking from a statistical standpoint, we are not saying that Agrims should play, you know. We are just giving you the facts that is out there. You understand me? And that's the facts.
Let me say
We
something.
just agree with the facts.
Let me say something before you go any further. Do you know that these top teams, the coaches have no decision, don't make an independent decision.
Decision.
Their decision is based on what the technology tells them.
Right.
So if you think this player is better, but the technology say no, John is better, then you have to work with John.
That is the thing that people don't understand. You know. The
We
video
need
cameras,
to move away
the
from the emotion.
emotion and the eye, where the eye see,
The
and
eye
because
you
a big
see.
ball and which club him a play from. That is the thing, you know, we can't understand what the fans have. You know. We're not looking at what is there now. We're looking at what them they do from 4 years ago. And when
Shamar
good.
Nichols to
You understand
play.
me? Shamar Nichols is not in top
Look,
shape right now.
Hold on. Shamar Nichols to play the two practice games before the tournament.
Don't score.
Don't score.
Him score
Him
one.
score a penalty.
No, but
No,
Burke
him
score.
don't score. Him don't score. Cause we get
I think him score,
2-0. No, we get 2-0 and what 2-1. And I think somebody got a penalty. I think a Burke got the penalty.
Burke score a penalty.
Score a penalty. One goal we score. He didn't score. We come into the Gold Cup. How many games we play now? 3 games, right? He still hasn't scored. But yet still, we still try to put him forward. And then we have a little boy who come on,
10 minutes.
whether it's buck-ups or whatever,
You
him
don't want
kick the
to call
ball
it.
into the goal.
That them a do. Him a disrespect the youth now and say you score buck
Him
ups.
kick the ball into the goal.
Right, and him play okay game.
Him kick the ball
I
into
don't
the
understand
goal.
them talking there. You understand me? I can't understand them talking there. Like,
Him kick the ball into the goal.
cut the foolishness.
The stats tell us that
And give the
him
youth
more likely to score the goal.
Yeah.
Him more likely to create a chance for your team. Nichols to score the penalty. Yeah. I think if memory serves me right, Nichols got fouled, right?
This is the thing.
But Nichols got good chances from memory. Because I remember Whisper run past 2 players and roll it right
You
on
know
his
what she
foot
asked
and
the
he
caller?
missed.
You know what she asked the caller? If him would have pick Whisper in the squad. And if him give her no answer, it just means that him emotionally don't like the youth.
I don't know. We need to move away from that. What is it that the result? What is said? Just tell me what the stats say. That's what me I work with. That's my thing.
You understand me? So we need to move away from this. But you always have this in a mix. You have people who don't really know the intricacies of the football game. Them talk based off a standpoint that they, you know where them see and who them like and who are them favorite players and just a fun. Now we know more in terms of the game itself, like how you want your team to play, what you look for in a team when you're going to play against a team, what you analyze for, your plan that you're going to use, stuff like that. So we know more
remember
than them in that aspect.
a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I told you that Brown is weak defensively. He always get caught out of position. And even when he goes forward, his crossing is awful. Remember that? No, it is coming to haunt us again. It's going to haunt us again. What is being done to fix this? If we had been using the technology, we'd have recognized that, okay, every game, Javier Brown can get up the box, up in the attacking third, say 5 or 6 times. And his cross success rate is less than 10%.
All right, so Josh 876, I would pick Whisper ahead of Burke and Nicholson. I am looking to create chances or even get a free kick in the dangerous area. Precisely. Based on statistics.
Brown is the weak point. I don't think he's weak.
I think if Brown play against Mexico, Mexico will target that side.
He cannot play.
Mexico will target him.
The stats show it. He cannot play in that match.
Good morning, caller. How are you? Welcome to the Breakfast Morning Show.
And see.
Big up yourself, my boss.
Cuss.
No, man, a different person.
Big up and see. Big up your next post.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, see. Me on say Whisper should have started over.
Just for this game.
I don't think. Listen, sometimes when people talk, some people like come in section and say, "Oh, you're yes," and your bad mind, Whisper.
Yeah.
we are talking about the Jamaica thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we have great potential.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be one of Jamaica best player.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think over in Jamaica, you hear man say whisper. We start over a man like Bobby Reed or even Shamar Nicholson and Corey Burke. Me on notice them all the while. But Bridget,
Me not this Shimar Nicholson, but this Burke. Can me just not think he's a striker.
no, but you see where put thing when my step to Jamaica. Me people are saying run up and down and kind of thing. But the coach, alright, you think the coach I'm gonna start with Bobby Reed.
I think he could do it for today. But if
I don't think
let me
so.
clarify something. Let me clarify something. You see for the game today, me that start a whisper. But you see if I'm going to play against a Mexico or anything, I wouldn't start him like that. I would go for Bobby Reed. Because
Because
guess
you
what?
think say Guatemala. Oh, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Me no feel say me know say Guatemala weak. There is no way on earth you can play 14 match and play against team where lower rank than us. And you cannot break them down. You only scored 11 goals and concede 14 goals. And you are going to tell me, say, today you are going to play against one of the better teams. And you are going to just come with one supreme performance. No, sir, me just can't see it. Maybe me wrong, maybe me wrong, but me just can't see it.
You realize say Guatemala big fan about 4 years.
Guatemala do
And
what?
that's why they ranking so you know say FIFA did ban Guatemala say about 4 years, and that's why they ranking so low.
Eh.
And you know say Guatemala is a better team than Trinidad and St. Kitts.
Trinidad beat them the other day.
Yeah, in a friendly. But
Yeah.
based on play and performance, Guatemala is a
They
better
didn't
team
play
than
St. Kitts.
So me know say them is a weaker team than Jamaica, but you still have to what me that call it? You still have to show them their respect. Because remember, you know, it's a Central American team. See? And we beat them all the time. So me not gonna say we are gonna beat. Me feel like we are going to beat. But me feel like it's not gonna easy as the people think. Jamaica can run away with the game, or the game can really tight. Because Guatemala are them kind of team the way they're organized. They're organized. They don't score a lot of goals, that's what you say. I agree with that.
And
But
then give up a lot of goals.
team. Eh?
Them give up a lot of goals.
Well. No, to me, they don't give up a lot of goals, especially in the story.
You want me to give you a little breakdown or something? From
Yeah.
2021 July, them play Mexico, them lose 3-0. The 18th of July, they play against Trinidad, them draw 1-1. The 2nd of June 2022, they played against French Guyana, them lose 2-0 to French Guyana. The 5th of June, the 5th of June, the 2022, they beat Belize. Belize is a weak team, 2-0. June 10th of that same year, they draw with Dominica Republic, 1-1. The 13th of June, the same year, they beat Dominica Republic, 2-0. Then they played Panama March 2023. They draw 1-1. Then they played Mexico again. Them lose 2-0. They played against Trinidad the 11th of June 2023. They lose 1-0. So they played Trinidad twice and never able to beat Trinidad. Then they played Costa Rica. They beat Costa Rica 1-0. Then they played Venezuela. They lost. Then they came to the Gold Cup and they played Cuba in their first game. They win 1-0. They played Canada in their second game. It draw 0-0. And they played Guadeloupe in their third game and won 3-2. Which big IN team they beat? We can play football.
We don't say they beat no INT, but they're an organized team. If you notice, we have problems to break down certain team but play defensive. And
Yeah, that is, you know why we have that problem? Because we now put people on the field who can take on people one-on-one.
remember, you know, so we team not come together yet. I remember, if you look at even Jamaican, remember, we not play a lot of matches with them playing. So his team still come together as a team. So it's still going to take a little time before everything comes together. But when we are saying it, I think people are look for only the attacking part of the game, and then I look for the work we Bobby do in terms of defensive work in a game. You understand? So I have nothing against Winston. I think he's a great young talent, and I think he's going to be one of Jamaica's best players in the future. If he can carry on with the same trajectory we see him right now. But me, yes, I set up some game in a different day against Jazz. But they still blame it to some of the goal was scored. And I don't think the coach are going to put somebody, because I remember, you know, even if we go overseas and not play for Chelsea, you think they're going to just let him up and tell him to just score goal and a run back?
No, man, he run back, man.
You know, them on the run back.
Yeah.
So I think he still needs certain things in game. When we think the coach about starting, because if you notice, when the coach bring on Whisper, no more side game. We already reached a certain point where we can just, you know, make it run against certain team. Me not the problem if they starting, but we just don't think the coach of starting over.
Okay.
In Bavary. Yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
And like the first brother we call and say, you don't know football. I don't agree with that. Come here, make some very good fight. And you understand the game. And he's a coach too, so I am not a coach. I'm glad from my opinion still. You understand? You get right. And the coach starting.
No, but the thing is, you know, we all right, so we can have an opinion, right? You must agree to our opinion, not true?
No.
Right? So, but opinion that is backed by facts is not garbage. Once you come with opinion, you can back it by statistics and facts.
Yeah.
It makes sense, don't it?
Yeah.
And
that's
what we are saying is that we come with the facts, so the people can say, all right, you know, saying come with some good point, solid point. But here's the problem now. Here's the problem with people now, Carla. We use teams that the players are playing in terms of club football. We use show him a play a long time and him a playing at the biggest league in the world. And we don't look at what is happening now. If you look at what is happening now, that is happening. What is happening now? So, for example, a Shamar Nichols. Even Shamar Nichols is not a good player. But if you ask yourself, can Shamar Nichols win this Gold Cup for us right now? Right now.
No, we can't say no. Because, remember, a man cannot go to a turbo for every player in a row have been time when they go to some turbo. But listen, you can't say Shamar Nichols can come out today as correct. And everybody are going to say, well, you know, wait. So,
no, it is possibly, you know, because the ball around, you know. But these things don't happen overnight. It just don't happen overnight like that.
But unseen.
You understand me?
Because I can't say we can't play that top league.
All right, look at Corberg. Every time I come on the platform, I say Corberg, do a goal every 3 games. I'm going to get it right. Because I use statistics.
But he scored that last game.
Right, because it's third game.
Which is the third game.
Sometimes the season will beat them, and I think we kind of spoil in a circle. Remember, we have a striker who plays for Guatemala. He couldn't play for Jamaica, see? But right now, he couldn't make Jamaica team. And that's why he plays for Guatemala. But at the end of the day, him can come out today now and be a dangerous player because I know him. He can play for Jamaica team. And they never call it. So, me just say, we have to be cautious sometimes. And we can't say team no good, Guatemala no good, and we have to dominate. Because if we come out to that game no go good, we will be a problem. So, we have to give everybody their respect.
Let's say I feel a problem today.
We have to give everybody their respect and go in and give one underestimate, not even. Yeah, you understand? Because you never know what can happen in a game, you know, anything can happen. But what me I say, we just feel like, we know Jamaica go win that game. Because to me, I watch football a long time. I will never say that you see people physically fit and speed. We feel that because what they try, the thing where we have to be careful. It's because they have this big crowd and they look and then love fling themselves around. Because every time man touch them, they won't fling themselves around and start road. Because for them game plan, I forget a man get a red card. And sometimes the referee play in a crowd. Because the crowd can ball out, and the referee give man a red card. But that me fear about.
That's why we have to go fret ball lower. We have to go fret ball lower. We have to go fret ball lower.
You know, some of these people be low and theory sometimes. Because you know, the game and always play stuff with game. It might be a little aggressive. I don't tell you that. Just to be honest.
But you
I feel sometimes people, eh?
But me not like how you just change and gone sentimental because somebody name where you love.
No, I'm not
Like,
sentimental.
you don't make a point.
Damian Lowe is a man where me to beat him as him a trainer and team. But I feel some people beat him unfairly more time because Damian Lowe always play good for Jamaica. You see, he might make some bad decisions sometimes in a game, but he always play good. So, and I mean, I tell you, yes, if you
I know, say if you ask me, he not always play good for Jamaica. I think him can do better.
Well, maybe in a European he can do better. But we think, because when we see so far from him, I think people just beat him, touching him, and so him more time unfairly. Even when he only get injured, and people are saying, well, he's a blessing this time. So suppose whenever Damian do 19, you just say he can finish not do it. So I think sometimes when we have to just support his team, him and them done it already, to support all of them, and hope say, well, every man goes and do them thing. You see me, I say, because it is done this already, and we know, because sometimes I think, we as Jamaicans, we put up play against. Can we keep on a compare play, and every man play the same team. So sometimes I feel like they think they kind of cause an animosity. See? Because every time we are compare Damian Lovit and we are compare Bobby Rico, Whisper, everybody play the same thing. So whoever the demon in them support, whosoever it would start, it no matter to me. If it starts Whisper, well, because it's something why it starts. See? We can be up on the sideline and we can say, well, you know, we think Whisper should have, but we are the coach. You understand? And the coach situating and the coach know what one, and then doing tactics. You understand? So I feel like so we should just support the team and just support our man then. See, a man can't go to a bad fan. We have to support him and team. I mean, because we know
That's true. That's true.
No matter what man ever say.
That's true.
We rate both as a coach. We rate both. See?
Yeah, we rate him too, you know.
Well, both and score a goal and thing. But you can't. All right, look on we are. We can play this game and win. And we're going to tell and be against it. Every man turn over for the team and start beat the team and say, well, the coach this and the coach that and the coach. We have to just support the team and realize which part the team there. Because me feel safe in the next year or so. When everything comes together, we feel like Jamaica will be one of the best teams in other region. You understand? No matter who we are playing, US have their full team or whatever. Because we have the players. See? So, all me I say, we will just support the team and start put up him and them against each other and start compare man and say, boy, both are not good, work not good, this man not good. Man, then I team already Auntie and man play Jamaica.
No, well, Auntie never come this morning and say who not good from who not good enough. We use statistics and who we think should go out on the field. Because I always say the coach.
So me, you know,
I put out. Yeah, man, girl, because the coach always put out Burke, the man with the less in terms of statistics for score, the less ratings to score for the team. When you have other players now who have better ratings to score to the team on the bench. So I understand
but
that.
Remember, you can say that, but the coach done it already and see what. So you can question the coach decision every coach decides to put out Burke.
Of course. If you go wrong, I question it.
If you coach do that, and remember say you know the young guys from your opinion. So
yeah, that's true.
This is what. You know this is what. The coach, all right. Say coach come out today, and he start Nichols and he start Antonio. He must know when to that he have a tactics when do it. We can question it and say why Antonio should have started and Ray.
No, Antonio. Something wrong with Antonio. That would I say? That first thing that come to mind, him have an injury.
Yeah, but we just support the team and we just support the team man.
So I ask you a question before you go in.
If a man ever do a bad patch and we keep on a beat, the man never look on anything and say, well, you know people big up him and make him man tell him and say, boy, you can't do better man. But who say, Ray man, they're not good and this and that kind of time.
All right.
You see me say?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with that. I'm going to ask you a question.
If you in a downtime, you don't want a man come down and say, boy, and I teach you.
Let me ask you a question. Based on how Mexico play Costa Rica yesterday, what's our chances? You know, we win the game versus Guatemala, what is our chances?
We think we can beat Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We have a players can beat Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Me think so. You understand?
Yeah.
Me saying that nothing so no must win the game, but me think so. We have a players can beat anyone in the team when I go right at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You see me I say?
Mm-hmm.
So all me I say, and I see in my team play, I better team. As far as when me see, we don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion. But as far as me see, the team I look better and better. So you know, we can support them and hope say they win the game.
I think Costa Rica play them good yesterday, you know.
Yeah, man, Costa Rica play them good.
You know what Costa Rica do and me see what can work if we practice it and get better, you know. The problem with Costa Rica do, you know, is that they don't really have no out and out winger with quality. You know, cause when name the black youth there. Him out, the Campbell just choke. Campbell alone can't do it. You understand me? Where you see where you see them build up play, when them under pressure, the man give you the ball, no, brother.
Unseen. You see, man, they make it one person at the same time.
And the man then make the front line of Mexico look like them not try.
Unseen, let me highlight something.
You see it, Tennessee.
Oh, you mean, let me see.
Yeah, you hear me?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, what I say now. This is what stats are telling me. Bobby Reed in his career in play 391 matches, and that is from League One and FA Cup. All of these things combined. In total, Premier League, everything, in played 391 games. He scores a total of 62 goals in all his years of play. That is an average percent of ratio of scoring of 16%. So every time he is on the field, the ratio of him scoring is 16% chance out of 100 he will score, which is very low as an attacking player.
And you know what you have to remember too? Say Bobby Reed no play one position.
But I'm sure he didn't play defense.
So most of the game they went play, maybe you can have to look to which part in play.
Huh?
Because Bobby Reed play right back, he play all over the field.
Well, we're going to brand him as an attacker. And even though this record tell me that his chances of scoring is low, I still think he has a place in the team. I still feel that he can contribute to the success of this team. I am not disputing that he has no purpose. No, I have respect for him and I still believe. But what I am saying is that his chances of him scoring is low, and I feel that at playing against this Guatemalan team, which we know if we make the momentum and everything come in their favor and the crowd get in and then start drop and dive and a chaos out there, we need players who have a higher chance of taking on somebody, getting them players scared out, getting the opportunities for them, get Guatemala to realize that this is dangerous, so they start to come back deeper and try. We stand a better chance to beat them, a better chance than having a person who, because I am sure that their coach know this stats and know say, okay, that man more likely not score, but if he score against me, then deserve to win, because him no normally score. So if he score today, what we are going to do? Them know all of this, you know. So then set up them plan for this.
So what you say, Bobby Reed chance of scoring low?
Low. And I'm sure now if I go and check the international level, it's lower than that.
I agree with.
Give him the stats. Give him the statistics.
I just told you that the stats show at the club level.
In last game against Mexico, with Mexico, I will score.
Bobby Reed, but it's a 16% chance he will score. No one then he going to pop up with a goal. No one then. So he's going to probably play one next 8 match before he score again.
So all right. So which statistics? All right. Which statistics you look for and tell us which Bobby score?
Which statistics? And no, hold on. I'm not talking about him just scoring. I'm talking about him creating as well. Because he had played.
All right. Look on the friendly match them over.
Look at the what? Repeat that. I never hear you. Look at the what?
Look on the two friendly match. Okay, we lose this one them though.
Yes.
So, you tell me say.
I am telling you, say, if you check it, Whisper created a number of opportunities for Jamaica to score, and we failed to score. If you check the match, He created a lot of opportunities for us to score. He played a balls to players in the box. Players are missed goal. He did a lot for us to score. In those friendly. Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
May I say, in those friendly games, he did a lot and create a lot offensively, and we failed to score.
So what about defensively?
But hold on.
Right.
Let me ask you something now.
Right.
The top players in our world, the top players. All right.
You're a coach.
Yeah.
What they say your first line of defense start?
But that means if we go back at the half line, go defend, start defending from the half line.
And see, if you you support Chelsea. I mean, know my brother, I have a club when support. You know, see, every team will play. The wingers them affair the right back and left back.
Of course, doing as him have to help the right back and right card. But you don't necessarily mean that you have to go back, go in the defense line, go defend.
So you have to put a man out if you start. All right. Remember, the game at 90 minutes. See? When they start, already for the bench. We don't know why people think so. Well, if a man start, it's this and that. But for me feel that we find a player which should bring us in a game. We don't feel say he should start over the man. Because me feel like say, if you are Shamar Nichols, I have Coreberg, I have Bobby, and you see coach start with over you have to feel that way.
All right, I want to say something clear. I hear me, Tennessee? All right, listen up. So, Cobby Meeks, Coach Charlie Mount, and I was a part of the coaching staff as well. We play Clarendon College, one of the best teams in Jamaica in terms of schoolboy football when they pass the ball. You understand? You agree, right?
Yeah.
Told them pass the ball. Now, we're playing at Clarendon College. Watch them beat up what the team again? Manchester. Passing the ball around them, just imposing themselves, doing what them program for do, moving the ball. Now, watching the game, what was the first thing I look at, going to play a team that was good enough in passing the ball and stuff like that? So first thing.
The first thing you look at their weakness. All right, we accept their strength. Their strength is passing the ball. But when you look at it, break it down, they pass the ball without pressure. So we did in the finals 2019 in the States Cup, Charlie Mount versus Clarendon College. Charlie Mount decides, okay, if we allow Clarendon College to play, we're going to get with ass whip. So guess what? We're going come in at them face and we're going to play them or we play. Our strength is speed, skill, and kicking. So we're not going to allow them to pass the ball. And this Clarendon College team had King and those person on it.
King, Benteke.
And the one from Arnett now, the center Smith
Simpson.
And we play them our way and we beat them in the States Cup final.
So the thing what me actually tell you is that our wingers, which would have been like a Bobby Reed or so forth, would press from not going back way down to defend, but they would start their defensive role from right there when them start the ball from them back line. Because them now kick with the ball, them gonna start it from them goalkeeper. So right there, so the defense start. Right? Now, when the ball pass offline, our right back and our left back have a role and responsibility to stop the person. Now, if you allow your winger to keep on going back 3/4 of the game, what that spell sense going forward for the player? Or we're gonna get goal to score opportunity in the box? That's the question.
Tennessee, let me say this to you.
So if you have so you have to tell me something. If you have a team, your winger, what's the winger first? And then I get the ball, then stand up there.
No.
The match. Remember that football is a number game, So if I press an individual and I trap back with that individual, I am doing my defensive work. Because at the end of the day, 99% of the time when you look around a back, you're going to have the most person, you're going to have 3 persons up front and you will have 4 defenders, not true? So defensively, we're supposed to be okay, right? So why is it that I'm going to have 4 persons around the back and then I am going to pull back some more person? So we have 2 and 3 persons stand up free. For what?
Yeah, but you all right. What do you mean? You say all night, we don't see no evidence that we will go there and score no goal to Jamaica.
And we don't see no evidence to show that he might go out there and fail either. We don't see no evidence where I suggest him I go out there and fail either.
And him have more evidence to score more than Coreberg and You have more evidence is there that hold on, no? Tennessee, you have more evidence right now based on what going on in a Gold Cup. You will score more than Corey Burke and Shaman.
No, you have no evidence.
Oh, you mean the man have evidence?
You
How much chance him create in the game?
Create now his game.
In the game them when play, in the 10 minutes them when get. How much chance him create?
So the losing two game.
What? Which 2 games we lose? When I beat Trinidad and something. And St. Kitts.
You see, I'll St. Kitts game, he should have started.
Me not talk about the St. Kitts.
Me I talk about
You
Gold
should
Cup. That's why I say Gold
So
Cup
where you say?
right now.
Where you
Gold
say?
Cup
Where you
right
say?
now.
Where you say?
We're talking about
Where you
Gold Cup right now.
Whisper come out now St. Kitts game and Trinidad game and create a whole party.
Eh?
Where's the Whisper come out now St. Kitts game and he Trinidad game and come and create a whole party?
Create more chance than Nicholson, and he create more chance than Burke.
No,
You can't tell me that when you watch.
Burke score a goal. All right. Burke not score a goal.
Burke score a goal. So which one score a goal too?
And when all right, I will cross the ball with them Daniel Jackson.
Him cross the ball upon the defender lick the ball over to him.
But I will cross.
Burke cross the ball in the goalkeeper will catch the ball. Goalkeeper rocks.
Hey, no bother with that. Running cross the ball, give me
I know
credit.
cross the ball to the
Him cross the
goalkeeper.
ball.
He
And
pass
him
the
cross the ball.
to the
And him cross the
goalkeeper.
ball.
He cross the ball to the goalkeeper. No, he line up at the goal. The goalkeeper parried the ball to Johnson and Johnson tap it at the goal. I say go.
No, but you have
What
to
a fact that.
You have to give him that credit there.
Give him credit for schoolboy mistake. Give him credit for schoolboy mistake. But the goalkeeper makes schoolboy mistake. We can't give him credit for that. No time.
So most of the time when they go score, the goalkeeper mistake.
Most of the time, yes, right.
You understand? So what me I say, brother, we don't have the evidence to say we go come out and do better and Burke and things. But what me I say, me still not starting over Burke and Nichols.
That's your opinion, you know?
No matter where we start.
That's your opinion. But I understand still, you see, youths always are going to fight, you know. Youths are always going to fight.
Tennessee, let me ask you a question. Hold on. Tennessee, let me ask you a question. What is it that Whisper have to do to convince you that he deserves to be in that team over those players?
Me not say nothing. No, listen. Me not say nothing like team.
No, me mean starting. Man. Starting, me at all.
Huh?
Me mean starting. If he's coming off of the bench, what he need to come off of the bench and do? Where you have to say, Jesus Christ, that boy have to start. What he needs to do?
No, listen. All right. Let me ask you a question. How much goal Whisper score in that game?
1.
Okay. How much goal Burke score?
What?
1. Which 2? 1.
So Burke, now come off of the bench.
Eh? All right, hold on now. Who play most minutes? Who play most minutes?
Burke score more minutes because Burke has more experienced player.
No, me say who play more minutes? Burke or Whisper?
Burke.
All right. So now you bring it technical, you know, so me I get technical. So a man who played more time scored the same amount of goals that a man played less time.
Who is more lethal?
Who is more lethal?
What do you mean who is more lethal?
If I play 90 minutes and score 1 goal, somebody else come and play 35 minutes and score 1 goal, who is better? Who have the better ratio?
Who better?
Yeah.
Listen, you know more lethal number. He scored 1 goal.
Jesus Christ, you don't answer the question.
So, all right, he scored 2.
All right.
Answer the question all on Tennessee.
Right.
2 players score the same amount of goals, but one score it in less time. Which one is better?
You learn this at school, you know, man. This is an easy subject. Give a maths proposition. Give a mathematical proposition.
The probability tell me say the person who take least time is more likely to score if get more time. Me say the probability tell me that the person who takes the less time to score than the same amount of goal that a number that a person make is more likely to score. So if Corey Burke every game by 60 minutes or 70 minutes in coming onto the field, so he's getting average 30 to 25 to 30 minutes per game. So we calculate. No, we can. But based on the definition of a goal, from a ball is on target. If it deflects into the goal, it's still given to the individual. So the ball was on target. The ball was on target.
So man score, all right. A man score one deflected goal. I ever tell me say more that?
Now, hear what I'm saying? Well,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, whether it's a deflected goal,
You just say it a while ago.
Corey Burke didn't go on the field and kick a ball for even make it stand a chance for deflect.
No, Corey Burke score a goal. And
Score a goal against who? Against who?
So who? All right. Who is supposed to score against?
Trinidad. Who Corey Burke score against?
Him score against 10 kids.
All right. Me know want Corey Burke. If Corey Burke a big ball, go score against United States. A big match then when you and protect the little boy and say, oh, little boy, I say you go up on big day, go do it.
Listen now. Auntie, I use the argument that say, a goalkeeper make a schoolboy mistake and make
Johnson score.
when we're cross the ball.
No? Yeah.
So,
Johnson score.
Hold on. So Whisper score a deflected goal.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I say?
Burke scored the goal. Burke scored the goal. You know, so the ball never goes. You know, say Nicholson never passed the ball to Burke. The defender deflect to and go to Burke. The defender go to Burke and him score, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's scored on.
Right. So you know, say all right. Technically, you know, say Corey Burke don't create a chance.
What do you mean?
Because it don't register because it's a deflection.
Yeah?
It don't register.
So
Go to the keeper parry it out, get Johnson kicking at the goal. That's not him not get the assist. Him don't get the assist. May I ask you the question? Go and look on Burke statistics now. Him get the assist? Anybody can go look on him assist. Go look on him.
In my opinion, making Burke and Nicholson and Edward Whisper right.
In the World Cup at this stance based on statistics? You're wrong.
Right at this moment.
You're wrong.
Right at this
You're wrong.
Well, that's your opinion.
You're wrong.
Yeah, we're not going to argue this.
All right, who coach give more minutes?
Burke. Can you give Burke more minutes? Yeah?
So what did I tell you? Say, it coach think it was them head too. And the coach I say everything I change.
I think it's because I'm age. Because I age and youthfulness. Youthfulness, man. Youthfulness.
Here what I say. Make we stay with what we are doing. Because Tennessee, make we load that. You have your view and we have our view. Me have my view. Cause me like attacking players who have individual creativity and ability to take on a one-on-one. So when you talk about a Corey Burke cannot beat a man 1-for-1. So me as a coach, I go have a issue.
No, man, you can't say that neither, man. Me not agree with that.
All right, make we load that. No, Tennessee, tell me your prediction today. Tell me your prediction today.
Can't believe Tennessee.
Tell me your prediction today.
No, just like what people say, if you talk anything, people say you fight against people. Me feel so would not give Burke and Nicholson that hard guy.
You feel so?
You understand? Me feel so not give Burke and Nicholson that hard guy.
No, I have never have a problem with Nicholson. I think Nicholson is an important. Me have a problem with Burke. I'll straight up truth. Me just don't think him can score
difference?
goal.
What
Me
difference?
just don't
What
think
difference?
him. Me think him get way too long an opportunity to prove himself, and he hasn't proven it up to today.
So I don't know what merit Burke in the
And
team.
he had played in 2 World Cup qualify, and Jamaica failed. Why we are go back to him?
You think?
How much World Cup qualify Burke was a part of?
You have to talk in there, Mike.
How much World Cup qualify Burke was a part of?
No, so we can't hear everything.
I say how much World Cup qualify Burke was a part of?
Maybe about 2.
All right, Jamaica region. How much goal in scoring at the World Cup campaign? All right, I will challenge you. Go find that out.
But all right, boy.
Go find that out. Eh?
Sometimes.
The last World, me can't hold it. The last World Cup, him no score no goal in that World Cup qualify.
Me just feel like when the give man them too much of a hard time.
Which man them?
Big up him man them. Him man them dep on a bad patch right, you know. Just see that team and them respect. So supportive man them. See?
More you give respect the
Because you
same
get
respect
them,
based on statistics.
Eh?
More you give respect
Based on what
the
kind of
same
statistics? What kind of statistics?
the
What
same
kind of
respect
statistics?
based
Yeah,
on
you-
performance and how you play.
But
But you listen to the coach, no? Tennessee, I ask you a question.
Yeah, of
You
course,
listen
of
to the
course,
coach, don't you? You listen to the
of
coach,
course,
right?
of course.
What the coach say? What whisper over enough of the player then?
We shoot right anyway.
No?
And in confident.
Him defy the odds in the game them sometimes. Sometimes he do some things where he might wonder how it work out. You understand me?
Yeah.
So if you have a,
But
and
the
you
same
need
coach-
you
the
need
same
players
coach-
like that.
the same coach
You
will say
need
that.
you need
The
players
same
like
coach
that
will- the same-
on the
same coach
field.
will- the same coach- No, I'm not saying I need him in another thing. Me never say I need him. You understand? But when I say the same coach will say that, start, get Nicholas Stamberg more minutes over.
Right, because them man they coming at the team as a leader. A whole heap of things make you put player on field. Is that sometimes coach look upon leadership, where you add to the game when you go on the field and stuff like that. You understand me?
Yeah.
But growing
Well,
into the competition, he has found out more things about Whisper. You understand me?
Yeah.
All right, now the St.
Yeah.
Kitts game. Bobby Reed start.
Because coach arrest me.
How much goal we score in that? How much score we score in that game? How much goal we score in the game? How much goal we score in the game? We never go more attacking in the game, Tennessee.
Well, you can use the same team. You see, you remember you tell me who score again. So you can use that again. Because you have to tell us, right now, take it with this team. And that's a coach for Barbary. But all right, we are bet you. All right, you want to bet on the Barbary that start this season.
No, it's not about betting on what start. Anybody start, we have to work with them, you know. You understand? We're gonna tell them my opinion. Who is better?
But you say coach left out Barbary, and unless he left out that. If that's me talking truth, arrest him.
No, whether I'm resting me or no, the team score more goal than when Barry Barbary play.
Against who?
It don't really matter. The team will play who in front of us. We play who there in front of us.
So if Barbary me not play, we still see so that's for sure.
No, sir.
You understand? I'm not say, all right. You know, say to me, we reason football different because me not seeing a which word anywhere you go. Nobody now go to the whisper, so that's over Barbary.
So somebody do the
right at this moment.
Tennessee, somebody go do the research for you. If the man score 9 goals in 7 years.
Oh. Because the man play in a different position.
Burke, me attack. Burke.
Oh, Burke, yeah.
9 goals in 7 years. So you continue with your argument now. Go and push your argument now with Burke.
All right. Look at the argument.
No, me not do it. Go and push your argument with Burke.
You have your opinion.
Go on, you see it though. The statistics make your head hurt, you know.
No, brother. me just feel like people beat him and them.
So me ask you a question. A man will score 9 goals in 7 years right now. You still have him in the national team, right? And him still not perform. So me ask you a question. You still will give him more opportunity. It don't really matter where I play. Jamaica, we are talking about playing for Jamaica.
What you mean?
We are talking about where play. Right? Why Leon Bailey get beaten? Because he not perform for Jamaica. He not perform for him club. That's why the man not beat him. The man not perform for him country. Beaten. Belt buckle. We need an next striker right now. 9 goals in 7 years. 9 goals in 7 years. And Tennessee still want Burke for your place same way.
Auntie, the man done the 19 already. So
Theme spot is there for the grab. I'm telling you, anytime them discover a new striker we have score a goal, he now come back in our team. Remember tell you that?
They're not answering. They're not. What if a man squad of the grab? But what may I tell you? The man done the 19 already. See? The man in 19.
Right. Yeah, that is factual.
So we are beating man, so. The man actually for Jamaica. The man can't come out and score the team.
But he needs to do that. That's what we want him to do. We're not saying that him shouldn't do it. When him score, we give him props now. We need him to score. We need him to score fast. And start getting ads up. Yeah, get him stats up. So we can stop talk. So Antin Sports can say, yo, me take back what I say from Burke. We want him to score. We want him to do, you know. But right now, he might get the bet buckle.
I mean, admit say he should have scored more.
But right now, if you get the bet buckle, no man, he might get bet buckle. And if Bailey must...
Reggie, we have a team. I know who one man have played. See? So, if a man not scoring, all right, look for Anthony not scoring on the game.
No, but Anthony have create opportunities. That's the difference, you know. You don't have to score and create opportunities. create
nobody
chances,
can question that.
assists.
Nobody can question that.
No man, they're different. The man play different.
So yeah, I play good. You understand? So what may I say, brother? The man in the night team already. So we just give him an respect and support him, brother. That means we can't get up every day and beat him. Me beat up on him on social media and beat him.
But they gone too far. They gone too far. A football with a football team.
So sometimes I know that sometimes people want to. They never buy a ticket to watch a match.
Hey, Tennessee,
we have 10 minutes.
Tennessee, let me say something
If
to
you
you.
never buy a jersey,
Let me say,
10 minutes.
yeah, Tennessee.
We have 10 minutes, Tennessee. So we'll move on to our next topic.
Let me say something before.
yeah, man. Big up on yourself.
Hold on to Tennessee. Hold on to Tennessee. Let me say something. You know why US and those teams are better than us? Because they are braver than us. They expose their youngsters. Do you know that around 9 to 10 of the American players who are playing in the Gold Cup currently are 22 and less, up to 19-year-old players? They have, I think, 2 or 3 19-year-old players who is actually playing in the Gold Cup.
But we don't reach that point there.
No, but if we every year we go in a one tournament and we still a hope and pray say this old man or this man we did it 5-7 years, we're not doing it. We still have this little hope. Say this man I will get it right. And every year we are say this year I here, this year I here, this year I here, this year here. And we find ourselves in a. Why is it that the bigger teams can take the bold steps to say, okay, America and Canada, for argument's sake, they made a bold step. They looked at it and they said, okay, it is not important for us to win the Gold Cup. It is important for us to get our youngsters playing at high level football.
No, but
how we going to get them to play high level? We have to play them against the better teams within CONCACAF for starters. So then pick a team with youngsters in it and balance it with the older players and play their youngsters. I bet you, and this is just an opinion, if Whisper was an American, he would be playing in that American team today, day in, day out. I believe that strongly.
You're going back on the Whisper argument again. Hey, Tennessee, at 5 minutes we have it. We have got to continue this. Hold on to Tennessee, we have got to continue that one now. One different day.
Me can tell you, Whisper, me, I play for America and tell Whisper today right now. He wouldn't make it.
How old Burke? Burke about 30,
huh?
31, 32.
Me can tell you, he wouldn't make it. Maybe Burke would make it either, but me can't tell you this. Whisper would make it either.
Make which team? Make which team?
Make America team.
You're crazy. And the man got Chelsea, you know notice. What we are talking about?
Whisper now make America team right now.
All right.
You know how much I play to America?
All right.
You know how much I play to America?
All right.
The young player,
Tennessee.
They might play in the MLS.
We're not going down the road with Tennessee. Tennessee. We're not going down the road with Tennessee.
Because it's football, full-fledged and deep. So, what I was saying, Whisper would have make America team.
Of course, right now make that Gold Cup team. Right now and get playing time. More playing time. Eh?
Whisper now playing a club football, or make it team. Most of the young players, they way they play in America right now. They might play MLS. And they might perform. So they might be young, but they might play MLS, brother. Not for them to start. So, me now I'm going to tell you, Whisper is not a good player. Whisper is a good player. See? And he might be one to make a best player. But we not over to the thing right now. But big up on yourself, me there one. Yes, they have.
All right, Tennessee. Big up. Respect for come on. Yeah, man. Enough love and and see sports family say respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, people, with a 1 hour and 54 minutes. We're at the closing right now. So, people, one last topic we want to talk about, quick and fast, means 2 minutes, 3 minutes, is when we go to the semi-final, we might face what? We're going to face Mexico. What's your take on we playing Mexico or beating Mexico?
I think we can beat Mexico, but as it comes back down to how we approach the game. We play every time we play in Mexico. For the past matches we play against Mexico, we have actually competed well. We have to play to our strength and find a way to balance the team defensively. Our strength is offense. How is it that we're going to put a team together, knowing that we're playing to our strength and ensure that goals don't come score against us? That's the job of the coach. But we can't just sit down and defend. And when we catch the ball, we just it's the long ball forward, long ball. That
But I saw them going to play against
them
Mexico.
the
We can't bet
the
anymore.
football head,
I saw we going to play against Mexico.
them the football
How much
head
I bet me
done
say I
with,
saw we going to
man.
play against Mexico? Some long ball.
Them the something if it done with Virgin. Done with Virgin. You need to come forward and know so when you go forward, there's a chance that somebody can score on you. Okay, fine. We not lose the
But
ball.
beat the press too.
We can we know when to commit a tactical foul. We know when to do this. We need to know them something you know, man. That's that. So.
Oh boy. So people, yeah, Whisper not going to play for Chelsea first team. Well, that's okay. No wrong. Him go somewhere where he can learn to improve in game defensively. Henry, you tell how Whisper making the US right now. Hmm. Okay. Then you see you have a different opinion. You look on football based on where you play and not performing for your country, but you should get the opportunity. I mean, I understand that. Understand me? Messi is the best player in the world, and when he play for him country, you can see why he deserve him opportunity playing for him country, as well as when he play for him club. You understand me? Same thing for CR9, um, CR7, sorry. So you can see that. Right? There are players who play well for them clubs, but not for them country, and it's just typically the truth. We need Maggie in the midfield. Maggie needs to start show some things in the club because they use that to select you. We start show some, start dominate, huh? Get some stats up. All right, David. So you're sure we are win unseen? Yeah, man, David, we are win later, man. 4-love, we are drop, man. 4-love. 4-1. Because we like league goal, 4-1. Like, you come and say a team are better than Trinidad. The next Trinidad and Tobago team is. Tennessee need glasses. Yeah. Tennessee, you need the glasses, bro. Tennessee, they must you need glasses. Me have 2 glasses at the house, I got one. Joke me, I make. Anyway, so people, thanks for coming on to Unseen Sports TV. Tuning in later at 4:06 to see the big game. The greatest thing, We are talking, and watching now the game soon commence. You know how much minutes from now?
What time is the game?
4:06.
4 hours.
4 hours from
5
now.
hours. 5
5
hours.
hours from now, people. 5 hours from now. So you can go cook your dinner and come back for the watch along.
Much love this.
People, Unseen Sports is gonna be out of here in a few. Thanks again, everybody. Like, subscribe while they're coming out. Like, share, and subscribe. Understand me? Gastro Brown, big up yourself. Tennessee, big up yourself. Aldean, big up yourself. IT Push, Warrior 7, Wayne, Charnette Brown, big up yourself. D Joan, big up yourself. David Scott, big up yourself. Jashi876, big up yourself. Chucks Cox, big up yourself. Troy Cox, big up yourself. Everybody with up on the platform, them both on El Futuro and Unseen Sports, big up on yourself. You understand me? Love the support. Love when you come on and give Unseen Sports the support and thing. You understand? Without you guys, the platform can't grow. So we always ask you guys to like, subscribe, make a friend, tell a friend to subscribe to Unseen Sports TV all the time. And we're building the platform. Yeah, man, respect. So people enjoy the rest of the day. What time trials? I mean trials, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock the track and field are start, But the match at 4 o'clock, 4:06. You understand? 400 meters and all them are going to run later. So you can tune in for that later the trials, watch along and thing. People, thanks again. Unseen Sports, one scene, always on the scene. Ending the breakfast morning show. Jamaica is going to win and will win. We have confidence. I'm out.